Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
everybody. We're getting excited. We're talking all about Kansas and Nebraska. We got big shows coming
We
up
got
there. And
Kansas and Nebraska.
Kearney,
yep,
Nebraska, and
Kearney,
Hutchinson,
Nebraska.
Kansas.
Got the
Going
cows
to be
with the
incredible.
guys.
You know what?
There's
I'm
two
going to take the
shows
time. Hi,
in
everybody. We do
Kearney.
have a guest today, just in
We have
case you
two.
go.
Yes.
We weren't looking for a record of no guests, how many consecutive episodes without a guest could the Cowsills podcast had,
Yeah,
you know.
could we do that? Yeah. I got a haircut, you guys. I'm just saying.
So did I.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, you really did. Yeah. Bob,
But
did you
I
get a
usually get
haircut?
it much shorter.
Yeah, it doesn't look
See
like
it.
you were real hippied up though last time I saw you.
I had some long hair going on.
You did. So we have guests. I bet that if you're watching our podcast, then you know who the guests are. But if you are not watching our podcast, you don't know who the guests are.
That's right.
Who wants to tell
I'm
them?
sorry, I'm paying attention.
I
I'm
will give
pulling
them
up.
a hint.
Okay, Paul's
You,
going to give
you
y'all a
keep
hint. Here we
studying,
go.
Bob. Don't worry. I want everybody to shut their eyes, and then when you open them, look in back of Bob's head, and you might just see a clue to who's
For you,
coming on the show.
Yeah, but if they're listening, they can't see behind Bob's
Then
head.
they're
for you
not going to know
audio
until the show
people,
starts. That's
for you
right.
audio people, here's one clue. In high school, you have varsity, but you also have JV. That's your
Okay.
clue.
That's pretty good.
I
That
have
was
a
pretty good,
clue.
wasn't it?
Go
Don't you
ahead,
think that was
Paul's
a good
clue.
clue? I
My
do.
clue is I will ring the bell for you.
Here's a third clue.
Okay,
Here's a third clue.
Paul.
It
My
almost it almost surrounds and circumvents and circles death.
what? Oh, yes.
The
And
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
By the
my
way,
hint
hey,
is that is that is that that siblings is the name of the game.
like that. Here's a
Right?
stretch for some people. I was all right for a while.
What?
I could smile for a
And here is
while.
Russ
Hey, by
making.
the way, we are at the Merriman Performing Arts Center in Kearney, Nebraska. The Merriman
Who are we
Performing
with?
Arts Center opening for the Association, who we
Yep.
love. And
Yep.
we are
It's two
at
o'clock and 7 o'clock shows. Two
yep,
o'clock and 7 o'clock.
matinee and evening, 2 and 7. We
Yep.
open. It is our
Yep.
trio show.
Won't do it.
Yep.
In Hutchinson, Kansas, we are at the Fox Theater. Please buy tickets for Hutchinson, Kansas on the 3rd at the Fox Theater.
Yep.
Hutchinson, Kansas.
We will be there.
Please buy
And
it.
then
It's going to be
we will
great.
be at the Main Street Crossing in Tomball, Texas. It's becoming an old home for us.
Are we
It's
going to
a mini residency.
listen? We're going to have a
residency at
magic
Tomball.
show this time.
No, almost had a magic show, but we lost it.
I mean, we're going to do one.
We're going
Oh.
to do a magic show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it might. It sounds good.
All right, then.
So stay
I'm into
tuned,
that.
viewers. Little surprise
then-
I have.
The only thing that's come in new, you guys, is September 3rd. We're going to be on the Atlantic City Boardwalk for is that Labor Day or Memorial Day? Labor Day. For a Labor Day brouhaha. Susan, is that
Yeah.
chocolate or is that a real Egyptian artifact?
It's an Egyptian chocolate artifact.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's the Easter Egyptian.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Easter.
chocolate Easter Egyptian.
Is that
I
a
love it.
chocolate?
All right,
Oh.
No,
For
we're going
those
to be.
of
I
you-
was. Yes.
for those of you who have not guessed it, our guest is going to be our brother John.
Yes.
And
Is it-
maybe, I'm
Oh,
saying that
okay.
because, I mean, well, who knows? He might bring his partner from Vicki Peterson and John Cowsill, the professional act. He might bring
Vicki
Vicki.
Peterson.
He might bring Vicki Peterson with him. So we'll hope for
Might.
that.
He might be Vicki Peterson,
If
but he
not,
works
that's
with
okay.
a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
I do.
Okay.
You know why?
It'll be
Why?
great.
Because they have an album out.
Well, no,
If I
but
were
he's coming. So what? Why
No,
does
but
that
if
mean
I were
she'll come
them,
just because they have
I
an
would be
album?
attached to the hip at this point. Let's
Well,
see if
we'll
it's
find
true.
out.
We're
gonna find out right now.
All right. Is he already here?
Hi, John.
Johnny, you look
Johnny
windswept.
boy.
Hi,
What?
You look windswept.
I don't feel great. So
What's up?
just low energy. I've just been going and going and going and going. And
Oh, you're tie-tie. I call
just
that
got back home. Yeah, we were just got back from a run. So, and last night was the first time I slept in my bed. And
You weren't running like on your legs. You were having
no, like
errands.
in shows and
Oh,
late, not sleeping in my bed. They can't, our flight got canceled. And they were saying it was going to be at 1 a.m, and then it wasn't that. And I saw the writing on the wall. So
God.
I got a hotel room and a thing and spent the night, and then got up in the morning at 6, and then got a 9 o'clock flight. And it was fine. I mean, I'm not wang. I'm just saying I'm just beat.
Right.
We're going to ask
It's
you all these.
good. You guys know the exact same shit.
We do. But I think it's
You were
funny.
there
that
2 days ago.
Wait. But we're going to ask him all these questions. We're all hyped up, and he's going to be, I don't
That's
know.
okay, John.
that.
We're excited.
Vicky will show Bob. I love your background. You are so adorable. How did
Show
you
the other
do
one,
that?
Bob.
How were you?
I tried to do it. I couldn't do it.
We couldn't
I
do it.
can't do that.
Bob, show him the other one.
I got a lot of them.
Hold on,
Bob, I
John.
love
Watch.
you. You're so funny, dude.
Wait,
I got
dude,
this one.
I like.
Get a chance.
I actually like this one.
Hi.
I like
Hey,
this
Vicky.
shot. Look at that.
Wait, look.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
a good one. Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Bob has a bun.
Yeah, that's proven.
Now
Isn't
you're
that a
in
good one?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
shot of you two.
I'm going to do Bob's.
You're in the
It
band.
doesn't work.
Wait, go
This
back
is
to the
good.
other one. Show Vic.
Oh, wow. That is wild.
You know, I
That
have to
album is
say,
jumping around.
I've always wanted to be in a car with you guys. And I'm
That's
perfectly
my truck. That's my truck.
You've been in that truck, haven't you?
Everybody's.
I've been in that truck.
You've been in
No,
that.
you guys-
Hi.
He's driven my truck.
You've been in the truck.
Okay, guys.
dig the black
Nice
and white.
visiting.
I'm
Nice
digging the
visiting.
black
Oh, we're
and
not allowed
white.
to visit. This is an
I'm
interview.
fine.
No,
you guys are
We
going
want to bring the people in. We've got people out there. Look at here's right now. Hey guys, could you please recognize us, the audience? When John's on, it just seems like it's all about John, and it's like, wow. No.
Wait, let me ask you a question. So you have live people talking to you while you're doing your podcast?
No, we just pretend. We pretend that we do.
We don't.
pretend everything.
Pretend. Hey, I got a call coming in.
Hold
I got a
on.
live call.
One moment.
Is the caller
Now-
down? Hey, turn down your radios, guys. Turn down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to stick with this picture because this is the album cover, I think.
Bob's making it, but
Now
Bob,
you're in
you're
the
making it
album
a
cover.
trio.
Now you're in the band.
Look, everyone's got their dreams and desires. And if this is as close as I get
Killing
to
me.
the 60s/80s phenomenon known as Vicki Peterson and John Cowsill, I'll take it. I'm in the truck with them right
You're in
now.
the truck, baby.
Well,
That's
dude,
right.
and you'll get this. I got 100 albums here and 100 CDs. They'll probably be there for most of the year.
Oh my God, we tried to give away a couple of boxes of Lighthouse the other day.
Yeah, I have Action Skull stuff ready to go.
Hey, look, you
And-
guys can self-deprecate all you want, but these are very important pieces of work. And
Yes,
this is
let's talk
artistry.
about
This isn't, this is about doing things for the right reason and all that goes along with that. I love it.
Of course, if they don't
Yay,
sell it,
thank
you. I'm
we made
glad,
a good
Bob.
we made a good album.
Yeah, Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Okay,
you
wait.
said.
Are we going to conduct this like for real, or are we just
Yeah,
going to
let's
hang out?
start. Let's roll.
No, but I did.
Opening.
Well, hang on. No,
Let
hang
Paul
on.
talk.
So, but I just did want to say what you need to do is get a lightweight suitcase, though, a big suitcase that can take the beating that those records and CDs and pictures and T-shirts are going to do on themselves.
We know
So
about that.
but man, that's where you're going to sell stuff right
Good
at that
question.
show.
No, it just
Did you-
shows we're going to sell stuff.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
get the
Because they want you to sign it in front of them and all
Yes,
that.
Bob.
stuff.
Right.
All
I
of
get
it.
it. We
It's going to
get
be great.
Vicky and I will direct traffic.
two big
Bob's
questions? Two big questions. Number one, did you get cellophane wrapped CDs?
They are indeed. And that's going to be time consuming because people are going to want to have you
I
sign
know.
them.
Hey,
break
you think
them
we don't
open.
go through this? Number two, are they
Yeah,
plastic?
What?
You're covered.
No. Cardboard. We're good.
Good.
All right, you're good there.
We saved
good.
a move.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
no
know,
cracks.
you know what,
Thank
Bob? It's so funny with the Action Skulls. I shrink wrap our first
personally
versions
shrink
of them. And then after that, I said, people just want to send it. But some people are quirky and they don't want something when it's been opened. It's like they say that to you. Who's he got?
I'm going to interrupt because
So see that thing? You see it? It's not a bird. That is a utensil that you can buy online, and it's got a really nice pointy thing. I have 5 of them, but we've never had one with us when we were ever doing a meet and greet. But we got them.
But you have 5 of them, so that's okay.
Yeah.
We just take these on the plane with us.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what you do. John's holding a butcher knife. He's holding weaponry. Hey, no, but
For those who can't see.
it's all about the meet and greet, guys. You're going to have really good big meet and greets, and you don't want them to be cellophane. You don't want them to be cellophane.
Okay.
Hey, John.
First, stop. Let's get the beginning of the show done. So you guys
Why do you have this thing that moves in and out?
Because when we move, we like our camera.
Did you guys see that? It like moved.
Vicky, come over to the right. Watch this. Our camera will follow us.
Wherever we go.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
Mine's following you too.
Okay.
It looks like The Office, that
All right,
TV
well,
show. All right. Our guest on the 173rd episode of the Cowsills Podcast is our brother John Cowsill and Vicki Peterson. Together, Vicki Peterson and John Cowsill have an album coming out on the 18th, correct? 18th?
Correct.
Correct. On the 18th. I'm sure you can pre-order it. You know, they have websites. They're all over the freaking place now. It's incredible. I love it. And they are here. Their music presents a foundation of spanning 3 decades, counting the 70s in between them. Which I do. There's validity there. So they're spanning 3 decades of music into a 5th decade. And here they are with us today. And that's a beautiful picture of them in John's truck. And that's the album cover for Long After the Album Fire. And they can tell you about Long After the Fire. You know, I mean, there's more to tell than I even know. And I want to hear more about Paul Allen, too.
Ah, yes.
But can I kind of ask him a couple of questions? Like,
I need questions because I just
no, I know they're too tired for how y'all do
it. Be when you were 5 years old, John.
But like, okay, so y'all decided we're going to make this record. We're going to do it from the Dead Brothers songs. And so you pick the songs, but then I almost said, why don't we just talk to John tomorrow? But then y'all did these renditions that were very, very unique and very like special and not like the regular demos. And I've been hearing all of these songs, a lot of them for a long time, but not like the way you did them. And how did they naturally come out slightly different, or did you intentionally go, all right, let's do this one?
For instance, for 1,000 Times, they did an acoustic version of it, but I play drums. I wanted to have drums and the pedal steel and stuff. I mean, we kind of wanted to make it a full band, and Paul was great. Paul Allen, our producer, he was great in helping us make that happen. So
right.
I mean,
go ahead, Vic.
No, go ahead. No. I love that you
really,
because I don't have to say everything. Go ahead, say something.
Anyway. See what he did there? Yeah.
Terrible.
Obviously, some of the songs, like the Blue Shadow songs, we did want to honor the feel, the genre. They're very old school country.
The arrangement.
Yeah, the arrangements, we kept them for the most part intact. A couple of Barry songs we did expand and take liberties with.
Very much so, and that's
Okay.
I dig it.
For instance, "Come to Me," which is one of my favorite tracks on there. I have a cassette of that. And Susan, you're going to love this because Randall, Barry, and Barry was staying at Baron Bernard's, Michelle Bernard's home, because he just like that. So he was using their basement for a rehearsal room. And so I don't know how Randall and I ended up over there, but we ended up over there and we were working on that song and a few others because he wanted to go play the songs at the Troubadour. So we went to the Troubadour and we called ourselves Shopping Spree. And Randall, Susan, he brought a shopping cart on stage, and he brought a hot plate, and he was making scrambled eggs. It was a Monday night at the.
Oh, is that when he was cooking on stage?
Yeah. So no surprise there.
No.
But Barry was like kind of taking it, and Barry was like all over the whammy bar on this song because it was a new trick he had. Anyway, so and it was kind of more reggae kind of anyway. So we're rehearsing that in Barron Brown. So we get to the Monday night at the Troubadour. Randall's got a shopping cart on the thing. He's wearing a shopkeeper's apron. He's making scrambled eggs. Now I know this is driving our brother crazy, guys. Let me tell you. But
oh yeah, nothing cool about this.
But that's where we did Come to Me, and it's the only version of the song Barry ever recorded, and I have it. I have that version, and that's all we had to work off. We could hardly understand the words, but we think we got most of his words. Now Jeff Foskett, no,
yeah, in a way that's very cool. Yeah,
Jeff Foskett did a version of this, and he added his own lyrics to this. And it was when Barry was alive, so we figured he must have deemed it so.
Must have known it was okay.
About it, yeah.
But we didn't want to use his words. We only wanted to use Barry's words. So that's
I love it.
But thanks to Jeff, we could find at least something publishing.
Yeah.
That's like when Vic and I
C code on the song so we could license it, because we licensed all the songs.
Yeah.
Right.
When you think you're recording your brothers, make sure they're alive when you want to record them, so you can just, hey man, can I play that song? Yeah,
a little easier.
You don't have to.
So
my next one is the Paul and Bob and Susan song album, While You're Still Alive. If you can okay me, I don't have to pay you a licensing fee.
Right.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Let's start working on that.
Let's work on that now.
Go ahead, Polly.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, are you guys going to put a band together and roll this album out in that manner? Or so what is your intentions there as to, as you support the album? What does that look like?
Me and Vicky and Paul comes and plays. Yeah. Paul sits and plays drums, and he's got a lap steel, and he also plays bass. But he can play drums and play bass at the same time. And we just think he's hilarious. And it's a unique kind of a thing. And, until I can afford a band,
yeah.
And because it's 2025 and we were so late to the game with, finishing the album and getting that done, and getting a booking agent was harder than getting a record deal, that liked, And so we have a booking agent now, Dennis Kurtz, and he's Nashville, what's his company name? What's his
next?
Company? That's his company.
Nashville.
What's Next Nashville? He's really cool. And, he's given us fill-in dates because it's not the touring year. 26 will be the year that we go out and tour and have a cool thing. But we just want to open for people. We'll headline.
We understand.
And the thing, because we're the oldest new band, and you'll love this because you guys will know, well, what's your numbers? It's like, what do you mean? What are our numbers? Like, how many people can you bring in? Well, we haven't toured.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, how are you supposed to know?
We're just starting.
So we have to start out like at the 50-seater to 100-seater.
Yeah.
And get those numbers real quick. And
start there.
So we didn't think sell out the Caves, but that got sold out like really quick because and I say, well, that's because it's Los Angeles, but we'll see what happens.
When are you at McCabe's? When are you at McCabe's? Oh, the 18th, right?
April 18th is our West Coast record release show party.
Is that a listening party? Or
celebration.
It's called.
It's a show.
This is how people do it. You perform at the thing. We call it a record release party. We don't just stand around, offer hors d'oeuvres, and walk around listening to our album. Do a show. Right. And we'll go sign autographs. And I'm not going to give the surprises because I don't know when this airs out. Yeah. When does this air?
Tomorrow.
I can't tell you what the surprise is.
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
So
we're always late to the game. We always get in just under the deadline.
We air Wednesday, so we do Tuesday.
Of anything.
You have to do it every week. If you say you're going to do, I marvel at the people that can do it every 5 days a week.
That's
sure.
Oh my God, I could never do that.
Edited too,
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. On Long After the Fire, Don't Look Back. I have a question about Don't Look Back.
Okay.
So, because it's interesting, I hear the different things you did to some songs, but to me, and I didn't pull up Don't Look Back, okay, to compare, but it sounded very similar where you made a decision to go, you know what, I don't know if we can improve on Was it that kind of a situation? Did you try and do different things with Don't Look Back and go back
Okay,
to the original?
No, we wanted to we wanted to do the Cowsill version. It was so beautiful. And
It looks like it sounds great.
Vicky wanted to learn the bass part, and that is the signature part of that song, was that bass
It's very
part.
melodic. It's
Of
the melodic
course.
bass part, yes.
And all the Cowsills version is a little more straight. Vicky had a tendency to put a shuffle bounce in it. So we started out with a shuffle, and Paul starts it on.
Kept the bass part note for note. It's in a different key.
Put a harmonica solo.
Very well done, Vic.
I play harmonica on it.
I bet.
But it still keeps the folkness of it. There's no hard edge to it. It's our vocals that.
No, it's still Crosby, Stills.
It's still Nash Young.
Yeah,
So
that's the
what
deal.
you guys did, and I loved it then. I love it now.
and the production values are better, because we're now
Yes.
21st
Yes.
century. So
Yes. It's great to find a
Yeah.
producer. This guy, I met him. It's great.
Name is Paul
It's
Allen.
someone that is out there in the world for a lot of us whose has the ability to get out of you the best that you have to give, even if you don't know how to get it out of you yourself. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah, we know. Well,
Those
Yeah.
people still exist.
but
You're
Yeah.
lucky.
All right, now
Go
ahead.
I'm next. So we're very glad you joined John Vic, but I did want to ask him a couple of separate Vic questions. Is that okay?
Of course.
And then I can ask you separate Vic questions that John, I'll go ahead and get.
so yeah.
Go ahead. No, and anyway, you were doing it the other night too. Tell us about this Smithereen fun thing you're doing.
That's John. That's a good question.
We can go off that.
So after I got canned from the Beach Boys, I love saying that. It's funny because it's fine.
Because you did.
I did. So anyway,
Well, subset.
Didn't get canned. Anyway, let's not get it.
Okay. So after that, we were working on the album and stuff, and then we were up in this kitchen right here, and because like Susan, like you, every time I see him, I want to sing with you guys, and Dennis would come out and sit in with the Beach Boys all the time. He played drums, and I'd go sing Rhonda in the front all the time. And we were in the East Coast in New Jersey. If we were in hit range, he'd come and bring his friends and stuff. We had such a great time. And I finally said, Dennis, do you want to sit in? He says, yeah, sure. And so then it became a bit, and he'd come and I'd go down the front, sing Rhonda or whatever the heck I was singing.
Fun. I did not know that.
Totally fun. So, and I'd say, I want to sing with the Smithereens someday. It wasn't going to happen because I was so full-time Beach Boy, but it was fun. And he said, that's an interesting idea, and you don't know, interesting can mean anything. So I didn't know if he ever really entertained the idea. But so I do that on stage. So we're up here in the kitchen, and Paul says, you should call Dennis and see if you can sing with the Smithereens. And I went, dude, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. It's like, oh, you said to him, you want to sing with the Smithereens. Yeah, but I'd be weird asking him like, hey man, can I sing with the Smithereens? Because now my real reality is there. I'm all big talk up, but when it comes down to it, I don't want to be turned down, I guess. So I didn't want to ask. So
What if they said, no, we don't want you?
I'd say, not right now. Because first of all, the Smithereens have two lead singers covering for Pat Denizio, who passed away years ago. And so it's Marshall Crenshaw, who's, Marshall. And then a guy named Robin Wilson, who plays the lead singer of the Jim Blossoms band from the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah. 90s.
Anyway, so I did. I sat here and I called Dennis up. And I said, hi, Dennis, it's John Cowsill. Hey, man, what are you doing? I said, I want to sing with the Smithereens, and I want to sing the song Time and Time Again. And I'm just like bracing myself like, and he said, sure.
You dork.
So I did it at the Wonder Bar on the Jersey Shore, one of their main clubs that they play. And I went, and Vicky and I were there, and Tara from Beach Boy Crew came out. It was kind of really a fun night, and got there, and I sang time and time again with him. And then we did Now and Then, because we sang, Vicky came up, we did the backgrounds to Now and Then. And then and did a couple of Beatles songs. And then Paul and I flew to California to do it one more time with him at the Libby Bowl in Ojai, which you have done. Happy to get.
Yes, I love the Libby Bowl.
So,
Sweet.
And being a local guy there, that was
Great treat.
fun. And so we did it there, and their manager, Len, was there, and he came up to me after the show, he said something really funny. I wish I could remember exactly how it went, but he said, and I said, man, that was so fun. He says, yeah, you sounded good. You sounded good with the guys. I said, yeah, man, that was, he says, but then, when people sit in, they sound good with it. It was a poke. It was, and I thought it was great when he said, God, I'm like Lucy. I can't remember what the joke was, but it was funny. And so
everybody.
So he said, would you be interested in doing more gigs? And I went, yeah, of course I would. I don't have a gig right now, and we're just still in recording process. So, and I thought that happened sooner, but it was like another whole year went by. So I stopped learning the lyrics and stuff. You guys got a good move.
Wow. Oh, shoot.
So they called me up. They had one date that they said, you want to do a whole show with us? Yeah. It's like, well, there's one in, I think it was Ohio. And it was called this festival, some kind of festival. And I'm thinking, man, you guys have played festival, all the stages and the festivals, and like, this is going to be cool. I get there, it was just, I think there were maybe 150 people there or something. And
it was like the Monterey Pop Picnic.
But
sounds like a good crowd.
I hadn't done this, but to prepare for that, they gave me a lot of notice, and so. For 2 months, you guys. Oh God, 2 months.
Oh yeah.
I can't have a music sheet or any of that crap. And all I did was try to learn that. Learn that poem.
Over and over again. Yeah.
For the first month, I just listened to them, and I listened to Pat's phrasing, because it's about phrasing for me. If I'm learning somebody's stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
They recognize.
Wow, dude. Wow. Well,
the audience doesn't notice that they recognize the phrasing. Like, they don't recognize that I play the exact drum parts on the Beach Boys stuff, but I do. But they feel it. This is just like, they feel how, this is great.
Of course.
Because you're doing that.
John,
go ahead, Bob.
John.
First month, still talking. For the first month,
I'm still talking. I'm interrupting.
That's why I didn't interrupt.
And then the second month, I started writing out the lyrics over and over again, just writing them out till I could write them.
Oh, that works. Yeah.
Without looking at a cheat sheet. Go ahead, Bob.
It puts them in your brain.
I forgot.
Paul writes his down.
Good job.
Paul,
You've been writing. Paulie, what do you got?
I do have a question for Vicky.
Okay.
Vicky. So,
Okay,
I mean, so here you guys are, two musicians, 20 years. John's with the Beach Boys doing an insane amount of gigs. Okay. And you guys are with Bill, and, you're doing the best you can, just trying to make it like, hey, we are together and we're a musical thing. But now it's like really a serious thing now. And so now you have to be out there with John. And, I just want to know,
you have to.
How is that going? How is that going? Both of you being together more than maybe you've ever been in your whole life, and then having to work, and then also the nervousness of putting
all of it,
up on the chopping block and handing the cleaver out, going, here, would you like a swatch?
Great question, Paulie.
How are you doing?
How is it?
Good question, but don't forget, we did have the advantage of COVID lockdown. So we did spend about a year together.
That's right.
And then we spent 2 years plus in a studio apartment in New York City.
And last time.
And
so it's like they were in training.
We kind of were in training for being like together under pressure, even though
you guys, we just get along so well. It's like, because, okay, you all know, we've known her since 1978. So that's friend. So she knew everything about me already, so there wasn't a chance we were going to be a couple ever. So, I don't know. We have multiple layers of a relationship. Yeah. One is brother and sister. One is just friends. One is lovers. We go through those things when we're doing stuff, but nobody laughs more than us two from beginning when we wake up in the morning to the end of the day. And if there's a hothead here, it's me.
No kidding.
And I'm the one.
Way.
And she's so calm. I mean, if I was with yes, they would throw me out the door, but and she gives me a mom look or something. I'm so easy. I just back down. I don't want to have a bad day. I don't want anybody mad. I don't like target. We don't cuss at each other or call each other names or anything.
And working, I guess, and being in with the Action Skulls, I bet. Did that help in you guys kind of being able to learn musically,
For the first time.
where you all stand?
You're right.
You're absolutely
With Billy there running the thing, you guys got to learn about each other without it.
Yes. And it is a good question because it is a different layer on top of our relationship.
Yeah.
And so starting with the Action Skulls, we kind of did creep into this, situation and the working relationship together.
Yeah. Especially during the lockdown, we were in this.
Songs.
I never wrote anything.
Yeah,
I'm not a great writer. I look for songs, but you are. But I was able to write with you guys on that, and that was really fun. And more musically, I was more tuned in for that melodies and chord progressions I can do all day long. But
but it is different.
Bad with the words.
You're right. It's a different. A very specific kind of relationship. And Susan, you work with your spouse,
Yeah, we're very used to it.
Yeah, exactly. And you travel and you work the business, you split up your business duties,
we do it all.
Administrative.
And we completely enjoy it. I mean, it is what we love to do.
And we do too.
Yeah. Go, Bob.
And are you counting? Sorry, just one more time here. Are you counting on Bengal fans, Vicky, to be there and to support you? And
go ahead. Yes, the question.
Thank you.
All right, answer them. Go ahead.
She's afraid to talk because he's going to do it again.
No,
go ahead, Vic.
I'm not afraid, but
yeah.
Yes, they will come out. They do come out, so what we've decided to do, what we've been doing in our longer shows, our headlining shows, is we honor all, we're serial band members, both of us. This is the first time either of us have ever released music under our own names. You have to understand that, which as far as the metaverse knows, and as far as metadata goes, we don't exist really. I mean, there's like 4 things, including Susan. Thank you for one of your records actually listed me, and therefore it shows up on Spotify. That's but like 4 things. So all the things and many things are done. So we honor our other bands: Continental Drifters, Action Skulls, Bangles, Cowsills, and we
want to hear my version of Hair?
I have heard your version of Hair. You guys are great.
Right?
You sound like us.
Fun.
It's hilarious.
But I can add to that answer a little bit. Vicky was, when we first tried, what are we going to call ourselves? It's like, I go, and because she kind of wanted to make it an interesting name or something. And I said, oh man, people won't pick up the phone if you're, Fred and Tony, if you call it Vicki Peterson and John Cowsill, they pick up the phone saying, oh, I know who they are. You may not get anywhere after that, but you'll get your phone answered. Whereas somebody new out there who's nobody's ever heard of you, that's a tough world out there for them to get a call from a possible booking agent or a record label or something. And everybody calls because we didn't hide behind who we are.
I mean, we are a baby band, but we don't have time for this sort of thing. We don't have time to build,
to build a 20-year
career.
Yeah.
So
are you guys interested or not? Because we really have to go.
Gotta go.
Yeah. So we're just us, and we don't hide behind that, because I want the Cowsill fans to come. She wants the Bengal fans.
Of course.
And
And they do.
And they do. So we got to give them what they want too, because it's fun. Man, I have a blast playing Manic Monday. I love being the background singer on her stuff. It's just hilarious, and people.
It's just like being in your own karaoke band when we do our, we all experience it. Yeah. And then you being Smithereen, it's like, it really can be very joyous experience.
And they let us open for them, so that's just so fun.
And that's cool. Bob has a question. He forgot his last one, so we should give it to him.
Oh, no, I was just resting my hand.
Resting his hand.
No, don't call on me.
And the other thing about what we're called, Susan, you'll love this, and guys, we understand this world. So like when you fill out a form, like a loan, or you buy a car, or anything that has that document thing, taxes, anything, they always put the guy's name first. And even if he's not the bread maker, it's always the man first and she's the spouse,
Absolutely.
So it was a conscious decision to put her name before mine.
Sure.
In solidarity with that difference in the life. I thought that was cool. Plus, it sounds cool. Better, Vicky and John, as opposed like Sonny and Cher.
John.
It's
more melodic, biblically. Vicky and John. John
was because of that stigmatism, and because not stigma. What is the word? Yeah, stigma.
But I like that. Yeah.
I know. I make up words all day long, guys, and that's how the dictionary started. So you can't fault me.
No. Hey, buddy, that's my tribal cry.
Listen, I want to go on record by saying how proud we are of the two of you and how we're counting on the two of you. Just listen to me. We're gonna lock onto your wings. You're the next airborne Cowsills, okay? And we're all over the place, let me tell you. So, and I'm going to tell you, when John first got fired from the Beach Boys, because I know he likes it said that way. I wasn't all the fans started on us like, is he coming into the Cowsills? Is he coming into the And I just got to tell you, in my head, I would always say to myself, why would he want to go from one cover band to another? And the only reason I think that is because, no, we're a cover band when it comes to making money. We're a very good band when it comes to record making and writing songs and recording. But those are two separate factions in our life, honestly, that are very hard for our group to crisscross on. So we do both in kind of parallel. But you guys are now the airborne originalists. You're out there doing what John always wanted us.
We're doing Bill and Barry stuff.
Excuse me. They're not cover tunes. They're only cover tunes that have been out already. These are brand new. People don't know these songs.
Really don't. No. And
this is brand new.
I got a text from Jeffrey Hatcher. Just, because he was so helpful, because Bill's Canada, you guys, trying to get publishing from his stuff.
Well, I'd like to ask you a lot of questions about that, but perhaps it would be inappropriate.
And Barry's stuff too. It's just like not.
How did you?
It's not out there. Susan, we licensed everything. That's all you have to do.
We got compulsory licenses.
We licensed.
Yeah, well, I still want to talk to her later.
It has nothing to do with that, Bert. It has nothing to do with that. You licensed.
I know that, but I still want to talk to her. I'm not talking to you, John. I'm talking to Vicky right now.
Let's keep.
We're talking to each other.
At McCabe's.
Love this kid.
At McCabe's. At the McCabe show. Is your show this whole album from start to finish? Look, I know you do old hits. We all do. Is your whole show the whole album?
No, not all of them.
No, not all of them, because
we're not doing the rock tunes.
Yeah, we're doing the ones that we feel good doing as a duo and or trio.
Yeah.
So
right on.
Because normally we only get 30 minutes, and when we play a house concert, we'll pull out more of those songs.
Right.
That's a 90-minute thing, and that's a lot of talking for us because we like doing talking.
We know, right?
But
you have no idea where that comes from.
An hour at the most, and that's what we'll be doing. Well, I can't say anything about McCabe's because we have a surprise at McCabe's. So
it's going to be a large meet and greet after the show. You're not going anywhere.
No, we'll be signing autographs. There for everybody.
Do you have a surprise?
I would have been to that one, but I'm in Toledo. I would have been to that one.
I know. When I asked you, I knew that you would be gone. Rob said, "Well, I'm going to ask Bob." I said, "Bob's going to be gone, dude." I said, "I'm telling you, I know how this rolls." And
I'm Eastering with 3 grandchildren.
You guys are going to be on the 18th, is that right?
Yeah.
I'll be hacking out Court and Spark in blue.
No,
Yeah, we saw that. I saw. I know what you're
that's
doing.
something I'd love to see.
I followed you guys.
That's
Or you,
brilliant.
Susan, because these.
I think I was asleep when he asked. I just don't remember saying yes to two.
Oh,
But
God, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be something.
Well,
Yes.
Mr.
Don't you remember
McCabe's-
singing that in the park? Remember we were at a party?
Yes,
and
we
all
were at the
singing,
BAM,
You, me, and Mickey.
and we were at the BAM party at Barry Chips.
Whole ship.
Whole ship, and Dwight and I had just broken up, and he happened to show up there that day. Remember,
Yes,
there was a lot going on
Yes,
that
I
day.
remember.
But we sang the whole Court and Spark in his
That's right.
kitchen.
Start to finish in the kitchen. You, me, and Mickey.
Yep, we did. We did follow the whole.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
After McCabe's.
What's after McCabe's Cowsill kid and
We
Vicky?
fly away.
Oh,
Oh, that's too big. Oh, I couldn't get that one. Darn it.
We go to. I'm playing in.
he's got it. I'm sorry, John. Go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go back to the
No, I
beginning.
just asked a question. They asked a question and then I went to answer. But they,
what's after McCabe's, John?
right. Okay. After McCabe is Skokie, Illinois, at the Performing PAC Center, the North Shore PAC Center with the Smithereens. Vicky and I are doing a show,
Before that, at a listening room
listening room
in
called
Bellevue.
in Bellevue.
Belleville.
Belleville, Illinois. And
Need
then,
an itinerary.
and
That's why they
then,
have a booking agent.
and then I'm going to.
Then we're going to Nashville. And we're going to be in Nashville for.
You can go to my website, John Cowsill.
Well, I was going to say, so
Oh my-
people can find out where you're playing on.
Yeah, for real
Is
though.
there-
Simple, for real. VickyandJohn.com will take you to our website.
It's another one. You have a lot of websites, or are you down to that one?
Well,
That's
I've
what
always
we
had
have.
okay,
Right.
we are not a band per se. We are individual artists. So if you go to Spotify, you'll get one or the other, but it brings you the same stuff. Kind of like Alison Krauss and Robert Plant. They didn't make a unit out of themselves. It's a weird thing. A lot of more metadata goes into becoming that for those platforms, the DSPs. And so
But
So John and Vicky.
we do have
com.
one website for the two of us,
Right.
and it is johnandvicky.com.
Right.
Super simple.
Okay, johnandvicky.com.
No,
There you
VickyandJohn.com.
Vicky, I'm sorry, my dyslexia kicked in, sis.
Reverse-
Vicky
Here,
and
I'll turn
John.
the screen around so you can say it again. Go ahead.
Where are you guys?
I know, right?
Why does it look so white there?
Because I
Oh, there's
light up
the
over it.
tan.
Here's why it's light, Susan.
Yeah, because look, y'all, I couldn't see the tan, and it looked like you're in a white kitchen. I'm like, where the hell are these guys? I know where you
Well,
are.
first of all, this
Sort
is
of white.
the color white behind us.
All right.
This white.
Is that new?
No,
Susan,
no, you know this room.
Here,
very
let me-
well.
I know, but I couldn't see the. I
I
couldn't
want to
see
show
the
her the
tan.
kitchen. This is the kitchen.
There you are. There you. Oh, there you are.
We're sitting at the
Yeah.
kitchen table.
That's your house.
I know, but I didn't know where angle we were looking at.
Oh,
Now I know where they are. They're
Oh,
sitting
that's
by
so
the
funny.
mirror.
One second,
I
wanna
do
talk
have-
for one
We'll
second.
discuss later.
No, we're not discussing anything because I was invited to a show today.
Yeah.
And you're giving me
I have one final thing, and then
the kitchen.
John,
What's wrong with that?
John, Bob has a question.
John.
Right.
so
Paul
you
and I would
really,
like-
so
Paul and I would like to, and you're going to be the last member of this group. We would like to personally welcome you to the life of once in a while, people coming up to you and saying, "Man, you sound just like Bill." Okay, so welcome to that club. We're in it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
both kind of channel Bill once in a while and hear that comment once in a while. Paul heard that from Artie Kornfeld himself.
Yeah, that was
And
something.
welcome to the club. It's just the three of us now.
That's kind of cool. And
You will
nobody-
hear it. You will
and
hear it.
nobody else.
Nobody else.
you would have to say, you guys, that you're pretty happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get a talking to about something. I have no idea what that's going to be later.
It's going to be something about
Oh.
the kitchen.
I know.
Oh, a remodel. Oh, God. Yeah.
A remodel, Paul
But
said.
we'll get to the bottom of it.
Just get ready. If you're going to get spoken to about something, just get ready for, well, what was it? Get ready for, you know what it was. And
No,
then you can
I
take
don't know what it is. But I just want to
I don't
say.
do that, Bob. I don't.
He's got
Sounds
the
a little
knife
weaponry.
back out.
All right.
I'm a
go to
very nice
McCabe's.
person. Now stop it.
Go to McCabe's. It's sold out, but let's get a group outside the club, okay?
Yeah.
And
Everyone
there's a
down to
surprise
McCabe's.
coming to
Yeah.
McCabe's.
You want to bomb McCabe's, okay? And even if you
Wait,
have to
I'm
stay
so
outside.
excited about the surprise.
Friday night.
Friday
Friday
night.
Good night.
Hey, Friday night, a big surprise.
I mean,
Well,
they're
and
doing
this-
an album on two dead guys, so my brain's just reeling.
I know. Well,
We're gonna be there.
we tell the people that it's the Dead Brothers Project officially,
For sure.
So, I mean, unofficially. And then we thought that'd be cool. And we went online. Everybody's done a Dead Brothers something,
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
like 6.
We want to get placards.
Oh,
You could have Bill and Barry up there with you.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, you mean like standing cardboard
Size.
guys,
Full-size placards.
full size? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Be awesome.
John's
That's
going
a
to
good
get
idea.
something.
Hey, Vicky.
John's
John
Vicky,
has a
You get pictures of Bill and Barry, and you create some
bringing
kind of video
props.
thing, or you get life-size stand-ups, and they can stand on stage with you. I mean,
Like
all
how we
kinds of
stood
weird
with
stuff.
Andy Williams.
Andy Williams was standing with us.
It's hologram.
AI.
We're taking these on tour with
People.
Wow.
So John,
Look at that.
I gotta tell folks, John has both urns with Bill's ashes and Barry's ashes in them. He has them at his house.
Man, that is good.
Barry and Bill live with John
Poor
and Vicky.
Bill and Barry.
I remember when John called me and said, "Do you want to have a turn with Barry on your mantle?" And I turned him down. I just
That
didn't need
fall in, yeah.
Barry on
We've
my
shared
mantle
them.
I
in
love this
ashes.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
That
fun
is
to have
amazing.
them.
I ain't
We've
no
always enjoyed
scared.
them.
I ain't scared of no ghosts.
we like them being here. Actually,
I like them too. You've had them for many years.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have fun Friday. Remember,
Whoa,
everybody.
see you later.
Whoa.
You asked him here.
No, we're contracted for like 48 minutes max.
Yeah,
and we're
1
done.
hour. That's all, man.
Yeah, because I don't know anybody in our business who actually pays for the
this isn't the
for the Zoom
professional
call.
Zoom.
We don't do professional Zoom. We only go the 45 minutes.
Oh, hell no.
No,
Yeah.
we can go forever. We got the real
Really?
one. Yeah.
We could if we wanted.
Because we don't want, listen, we got in a conversation with somebody, I can't remember who it was, and he wouldn't stop talking. And you got to let some people go.
Was it-
I
I
can't
think his
remember who
name was
that
Peter
was.
Holzapfel.
It was either
Whoa.
Steve. It was either Steve
Steve Van Zandt,
or Pat Boone.
Boone.
Pat
I think it
Boone,
was Pat Boone.
Holzapfel.
You guys had Papoon. I saw that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, he took over.
Oh,
that
and
one.
John Felix sends his love.
Oh, yeah.
Cavalier.
Love
We
you.
just saw him.
Nice.
Always see
He
him.
loves you.
And Peter Noons too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I played with him.
Got me on you.
Hey, Bob's doing the old guy
Got me
thing.
on you.
Oh, yeah. That's always Peter.
Where's that switch? I
Oh,
can't find that button.
hello, everyone. Hello, Gloria.
Peter
Hello,
Noon.
hello, Siobhan.
Yes. How are you? Mrs. Brown, you got a lovely daughter. All right.
Hello, Vivian. Yes, I got.
He sounds just like he's better than ever. Peter Noons had kept his.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we agree.
We saw him on the cruise.
Yeah, they just.
I know. Well, guys, I follow you on every social media platform.
I had my belly was so sore from his show. And I've seen it before. But man, it is some funny stuff.
Dude, when I played for them, I filled in for Dave Ferrara, his drummer, and I just had the best time, man. And I had to wear the British suit and everything, you know.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Cool.
fun.
I know, and he's just a funny guy. He's so sweet. I just love him. And
He
We
is.
love him too.
When we played with Peter Noon at the first time, we didn't know his show, okay? And about 45 minutes in, he's got 15, 20 minutes to go, we think, but he's out of songs, and we know his songs. We go, how's he going to last the contracted time? But we didn't know about going into the audience yet.
Yeah,
So
we didn't know.
now, so we think he's gonna, what is he gonna do? And he disappeared from the stage, and he was in that audience for 20 minutes. I
At
mean,
least.
yeah,
it
he
was
said
unbelievable.
from there. And
it was,
then that song just goes on and gets him to sing along and stuff. Oh, it's just a hoot.
And listen, may we suggest to you too, just a little tip from us. If ever you're just a little tie-tied the night of the show, throw a nice little question and answer in it. Really eases up the night. You just feel, things are a little rougher. The gills, hey, who's got questions?
It's got a
Beautiful
question.
moment.
A question.
Totally.
It's really fun, y'all.
Are we off
The
the
first
air?
time you'll do it, you'll
Are we
remember.
off the air, Bob?
No,
Oh, no.
All right. Well, I'm going to dump y'all. Vic, I'm going to
Love the
call you.
Q&As.
Are you around tomorrow? Okay. All right. All right.
Sure you are.
Yeah, sure.
everybody.
Oh, you guys,
All right.
I'm so.
Peace out,
You two
people.
are
Love
so
you.
annoying.
Love you, love you, love you, love
Only
you, love
humans
you.
on the planet
Love
who
you,
do that.
love you, love you, love you.
All right, love you. I'll talk to you. Bye. Boo.
You guys need to write long after the fire. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, you got it.